We're Howard and Leslie, and welcome to the Olympic Discovery Trail. This portion of the trail between Port Angeles and Port Townsend is our featured trail section. Right now we're at Railroad Bridge Park in sunny Sequim, which is known for its blue skies and very little rain. In the Northwest, we call it the Blue Hole phenomenon.
The region is generally flat with a few ridges for interest. On one side we have the 8,000-foot Olympic Mountains, and on the other, the cobalt blue waters of the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Now behind us is the Railroad Trestle Bridge, which was built back in 1915. But the last train to run on that trestle was in 1985. Now this trestle forms the foundation for the Olympic Discovery Trail from Port Townsend all the way to Port Angeles.
Nearly the entire route heading west from here is a separate bike, equestrian, jogging, and walking trail. Along the way to Port Angeles, the trail crosses 4 creeks, and the final 4 miles it parallels the Strait of Juan de Fuca. This trail is generally flat, with a few very short, heart-pounding grades, mostly near the creeks. Attractions along the way include the lovely Robin Hill Farm County Park, which has 3.4 miles of walking and riding trails, plus 2.5 miles of equestrian paths. There are picnic tables, a portable toilet, but no drinking water. Robin Hill is a short 3.6 miles from here. If you need picnic supplies, take a 1-mile detour to Sunny Farms, a local country store that sells regular and organic fruits, granola, breads, and has a full-service deli. As you near Port Angeles, 16.3 miles west, you will find picnic tables and benches facing the strait looking out toward Victoria, British Columbia. Heading east from this location, you can ride across the small town of Sequim on a combination of bike lanes or separate bike paths. Once you reach the east side of Sequim, the separate trail reappears with long open fields, forested sections, and distant water views on the left and mountains on the right. 8 miles from here, you will arrive at the lovely 92-acre Sequim Bay State Park, which has campgrounds, sheltered picnic areas, and group camping, all wrapped around 5,000 feet of saltwater coastal frontage. 1.8 miles further, you will ride by the Seven Cedars Casino and the 24-hour Longhouse Market and Deli, where you can get excellent sandwiches. A mile and a half later, you'll leave the trail and ride along busy Highway 101 for 10 miles, then go north on Highway 20 for 6 miles, where you'll pick up the Larry Scott Trail, which will take you to Port Townsend. At the crossroads of Highway 101 and Highway 20 is Fat Smitty's, famous for huge old-fashioned hamburgers. This would be a great spot to fill those water bottles.
Visit our one-day itineraries for the Sequim area, where you will learn about local attractions such as the famous Dungeness National Wildlife Refuge. On a recent trip, we saw bald eagles playing, peregrine falcons perched on driftwood, and playful river otters. Learn how you could be a lighthouse keeper for a week. You could live in the plush keeper's quarters at the end of the spit with all the comforts of home miles and miles from the nearest road. You will also learn what brings tens of thousands of people here to Sequim to visit the many lavender farms. I've heard it said by visitors that summer in Sequim is like Provence. Keeping our agricultural roots alive and our areas of open space thriving, we have several locations to buy organic fruits and vegetables, and even our own family-owned dairy that sells raw milk. We have kayak excursions, a game farm where you can drive your car among grizzly bears, elk, buffalo, and many more exotic animals. At the Audubon Center, you can learn about birds and mammals that thrive in this area. On Wednesday morning, you can attend a bird walk led by knowledgeable docents. Most importantly, Sequim is brimming with lovely places to ride shoulder to shoulder with the blue waters of the Strait or bouncing around the foothills of the Olympics on a mountain bike. Visit our itinerary section and learn about a relaxing bed and breakfast, campsite, or modern hotel room today. Discover why Sequim is a tourist destination and a retirement hotspot in the Pacific Northwest. When you make reservations, be sure to ask about Sequim's famous Blue Hole.
We're right right now at the Railroad Bridge Park in sunny Sequim. Okay, I just screwed that up. I missed the whole portion of the...
Behind us is the blue waters of the
cobalt blue
Cobalt
water.
blue.
Cobalt blue water.
You could have stuck with blue.
I know.
Right now we're at Old Railroad Bridge Park. Is it Old Railroad? It's just Railroad. It's not old. It looks old. The portion of the trail right now is between Port Angeles and the other place.
That's right. And the region itself is fairly flat, with a few ridges for interest. On the one side, we have the 8,000-foot Olympic Mountains. And on the other side, the beautiful blue waters of the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Behind us, most importantly, Sequim is brimming with lovely places to ride, shoulder to shoulder with the blue waters of the Strait of Juan de Fuca bouncing around the foothills of the Olympics. What?
Olympic Discovery Trail. This, I keep getting section and portion mixed up, but this section of the trail is our featured trail portion. This portion of the trail from Port Townsend to Port Angeles is our featured trail section. Okay.
And of course, you're not going to look at your husband.
Oh no.
Okay, because I sort of lost you.
It's like, hello? Are you hearing me?
I'm listening.